Hi there, everyone. It's Monday. It's about 2 p.m. on the East Coast. We're going to talk stock options again, day two here. Great example of how volatile an option could be. So, we're talking about long call options in Tesla. And I'm going to explain how these options work. And we're just going to go through these specific examples day by day because Tesla is my favorite company. And there's no better company to teach you how to trade stock options. So, today, Tesla down a ton, down 3%, down $24.75. Now, when you think about options, a lot of times the intrinsic value of options is related to how much movement they have and how much more or less than a strike price they are. So when Tesla goes down 25 bucks in a day like this, that's essentially $2,500 of intrinsic value up or down, in this case down, that is impacted on the option depending on what your strike price is. I'll stop talking in convoluted terms like that and kind of get into something here, because the option that I discussed yesterday, which is $1,000 call option on Tesla with an expiration date of September 16th. That means that from now until September 16th, if Tesla goes up and gets over $1,000 a share, you can start to cash in some intrinsic value on that option. $100 every dollar over 1,000 Tesla would get to whatever they get to, right? Well, they're at 865 right now. And what's interesting about that $1,000 call option is that Tesla is also executing a split in a few days. And I believe it's a 3-to-1 split, which means that the share price is going to drop by a magnitude of 3, I believe here, right? Because that's what happens when you have a split. People get more shares, but the share price, of course, usually drops proportionally on that day. Well, what's interesting about options is because options are related to the number of dollars that a stock moves, oftentimes like that 100 per dollar, that intrinsic value is. Well, when a company splits and their share price goes from, say they were almost at 900 the other day, say they go from 900 to 300 on that day that they drop, everyone gets 3 shares for 1. Well, all of a sudden at that point, when you start to buy options on Tesla, you're now going to have like 3 options if you own one of them now. And because the share price has changed, so the value has changed. So it's a weird, dramatic shift in what per option costs, because now your strike price is not 1,000 anymore. It's now 333 is what the strike price just changed to. So that becomes cheaper for people to play options on Tesla. Anytime a share price is lower, the options do not cost as much because the stock doesn't move as many dollars per day on average. Like this movement here of $24 is actually 24 divided by 3 after they split. It's $8 or $9, right? $8. So very interesting what's happening with Tesla. Another reason why buying a long call option on them, I think, is good is that they become cheaper after this split. And so there's a chance that the stock will go up as more activity happens on Tesla's options. But what's happened today? So yesterday I said this option was available for $1,475. Well, Tesla went down. Today, 24 bucks, and you can now get that same option September 16th, long call, $1,000 strike price for 900 bucks. So it's down almost $600 today. It's down like 40% today. You're like, oh my gosh, like you have a 40% move on this option in half a day even? The answer is yes. Yes, you do. Now, what prompts that? Like, why is that happening? And it's because the sentiment and the direction that people think Tesla is going is shifting so dramatically in such a short period of time that people are willing to buy and sell stuff for such crazy differences only within hours, even though it's only been one day. And the number of trading days between now and September 16th is still like 20 trading days or something, right? Or only August 22nd. So 1/20th of the time has passed and the value of this option is shifting by 40%. That happens almost every day because Tesla moves in such drastic directions every day. That's kind of the point I'm trying to get about explaining what options are. They are a gamble because you don't know which way they're going to go. But when you guess right and you buy the right option, you get like multiples and multiples and multiples of your investment. It's insane. And you can trade these things obviously multiple times per day even. So what do you do right now? Well, I think Tesla's going up. They might not, but I think they're going up. I love that option at $900 that I was telling people to buy for $2,000, a month and a half ago. I love it, love it, love it at $900. Because what are the chances that Tesla spikes up again, given that they're an awesome company? What you really want is you want everybody else to realize what you've known all along, all in one foul swoop in one day. That's how you make a fortune with options. One thing I can give you an example of was Facebook. I can't stand Facebook. I despise that company. I think that they sell personal information and they try to almost harm families and friendships because they push up things that most agitate the people you love the most into their feed. I can't stand Facebook, and I dropped them in 2017, and I haven't used them since. And I like to buy puts on them. I like to bet against them. And there was a period of time earlier this year when Facebook just tanked. And the option that I bought for $150 was worth $11,000 a week later. I unfortunately didn't own it anymore because that's my luck, but that's the kind of stuff that can happen. It's $100 into 10,000 in a week, in almost a day. And Facebook dropped is it Meta now? No, they're still FB. No, they changed their tagline. They're Meta, right? They're desperate. They're desperate, and we should repudiate Facebook the same way that we repudiate the Russian mob funding Trump. I mean, Trump needs to go to jail. I'm going to get political a little bit here. It's time. It's time to send that guy to jail. It's been a long time coming, and it's time for Facebook to go down as well, because they're aiding and abetting conflict by taking money. They're essentially as bad as Trump, taking money from the mob, which is what Facebook was doing for many, many years in terms of Russian advertising, to disseminate false information to the citizens of this great nation in the world. And so it's time that we kind of repudiate that, and we say that we don't want to live under the strong arm of the mob. We don't want to fear death from the Russian mob and live our life day to day and have that influencing our politics. We need to get rid of it. There are a lot of good Republicans that are not part of the Russian mob, but the Trump contingent has been financed by the Russian mob. So it's now coming out. It's something I've been saying for years. I've been calling for Trump's arrest back when he was president, because I thought that his crimes were so egregious at that point that he should be incarcerated and out of our hair. Now, at least the FBI is on the right side of the law and taking care of this. We should all support it. People that are still supporting Trump are just not knowledgeable about the money he's taken, and they're kind of coerced into not thinking about the issues appropriately. You wouldn't support Trump if you knew what he's been doing. And we need to arrest him. And if there are going to be attacks, and people, they're going to be attacks from the Russian mob, because I mean, you're talking about removing one of the most powerful people in our political system over the last several years and putting him in prison. So the Russian mob is going to throw fits, but we don't want to live under the Russian mob. I do not want to live under the rulership of Putin, and you shouldn't either. So I know this is a stock video that's gone political, but you understand that a lot of money that's in the stock market comes from sources that may not be pure. And Facebook is one of those companies that was accepting that money, and Metaverse or whatever. I think that they should all go bankrupt. We should all just get off of those systems, because they're not healthy for us, and they're not run by altruistic people. So anyway, go back to buying Tesla options. I like Elon. Elon's like half Republican now. My theory on that is he understands that a lot of the Republican Party can't ever not be Republican. Like the one thing that a Republican won't do is vote Democratic, because they hate Democrats. But what's interesting is Democrats will sometimes vote Republican. You got more of a weird open mind thing going on there. So Elon is coming out as like Republican, because I've seen like friends that are hardcore Republicans went out and bought Teslas now. He knows what he's doing. Like I said, only guy I know of who's smarter than me is Elon Musk. So buy Tesla, because why not? All right. So good luck, everybody. May all your trades be winning. That $900 option's awesome. And if anybody you know of is still supporting Trump, you need to set them straight, because nobody should live under that tyranny. And here in America, we voted him out. We removed him from power. He tried to kill us all, and we survived. So now we have to put him in jail so that he can't continue to try to kill us all. That's how this works. All right. Good luck. May all your trades be winning.